Assalamualaikum and welcome everyone to IIUM today's interactive news training titled Preparing Yourself for a Career in the Media Industry with Dr. Roslan Ali, a senior lecturer from the Department of Communication, UPSI. Dr. Roslan Ali has experienced a great number of years working in the media industry. Therefore, we hope you're just as excited as we are to dive into what Dr. has prepared for us in this program. Today's program will be broken up into two sessions. The first session will be Dr. Roslan Ali's presentation, and then we'll have a quick break, and then we'll go on to hands-on training. Before we begin, don't forget to fill out the attendance form that is available in the chat box. And without further ado, let's get started. Doctor, I'll pass on the floor to you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Good morning, everybody. How we're going to do it, our session today is I need you guys to be participating, okay, in this program because it's very difficult if I'm the only one talking, and talking becomes straightforward. It becomes boring, right? Most of you guys already know what you are looking at and what you're supposed to do. And before we go any further, I used to teach in UIA for about 11 years before this, and one of the areas I was teaching was journalism. And I'm blessed that some of my students already are working in the news field. Even one girl, a student, she's already in Doha. She's already working with Al Jazeera Arabic. Okay? She's doing quite well, alhamdulillah. The time when I'm messaging to her, she'll be all over the world, literally. Could be in Turkey, could be in Switzerland, something like that. The nice thing is she's busy. So, and the last time when I met her, just sharing with you guys, the last time I met her, she said, "Sir, I'm not good in writing. I can't write well. English is not really there." Okay, but the thing is, I asked her, "Can you write well in Arabic?" Yes. She's from Sudan, actually. Her name is Amal. And then I told her to focus in what we call in writing in Arabic. Knowledge, okay, once you have the knowledge, it's not difficult to work. And alhamdulillah, she went back. I think she didn't go back to Sudan. I think she went to someone else, and then she started a small company and grew from there. Finally, she's in Al Jazeera, tremendous. And I got a few of them are working now in Turkey. Guys, they are working there. In Malaysia, I got 4. One used to work in Astro. He's working in a company. The deal is like this: if you can write well enough, okay, you can go into any field in relation to corporate com. Those is supposed to be PR. You can join that. Money is good. You can go for consultancy also. Of course, the job is tough, but I know you guys can do it. And have a very high regards to UIA students. At a time when I met other students, I still say you guys are the best. Okay? Work on it. Discipline, guys. All right? You never be late for any assignment, for any meeting. Ya? Kalau bahasa Melayu kata jangan ikut tak masa Malaysia lah. Masa orang Melayu. Melayu. On the way. Right? And it becomes a characteristic, a culture of Malaysians. We all foreign people look at it. Hey, no. We are Muslims. We keep the time. It's like, you don't, they'll cut you. All right? Don't ever be late for any kind of function, whatever it is. It's who you are. Whatever you do, it mirrors you. People will say, who is this person? ABC. Okay? And they say, this guy is always late. No, it's not a culture. Especially if you are a journalist. When I was working, I started at the age of 1979, at 30 minutes earlier. Right? So today is a good indication who you are when you are late. Never be late. I came into this site, whenever I start a class, I'll be 1 hour early. I'll be working on something else. Right? Right? Okay, before we move further, I say I want you guys to participate. Please come in. Don't be quiet, be alone. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear something from anyone? Yes, sir. Okay. Someone is there. See him. Hey, before that, can we take a few minutes to make a little bit of dua for our parents, for mother and father, mother who gave birth to us, who blessed us with this beauty of the earth, the opportunity for us to go back to Jannah. For the trouble she took out of us 9 months before the things she has to go through. We could never repay her. Okay? We could never repay her for this she has done for us. Always be thankful for it. And we owe her a lot. Even you carry her for the rest of your life, you could never pay back. Think of your father, who never who give up everything for you and show your success. If you don't think about all this, guys, all right, and you don't perform in your studies, you might a son or daughter who will care of their family, who will care. You see, what's my Jannah? Dia doa, the blessing. And there's no hijab, guys. I can't say this in Upsi. There's a mix of other. I can do this. Just take a minute to make dua for them, please. Blessed month of Ramadan. As you know, our dua will be granted by Allah. And for the everyone. Okay, so dua for yourself, for your parents, for the family, for your country, foreign student. Anyone from a foreign student? I see Munawara Saleh. Where are you from? Ahmad, Ridar, Akbar. Any foreign students? I know you guys are from other countries. Where are you from? Anyone? Why everybody super weird? Anyone?
Sorry, sir. This is Mona Arif Saleh.
Yes, where are you from?
I'm from Tanzania, sir.
Very good. How you find Malaysia actually now? How long have you been here?
Right now I'm in Tanzania.
Oh, in Tanzania. Oh, goodness. So who is in Malaysia? Is the line getting to you? Malaysians, all of you guys not in campus? Wow, this is bad. Ahmad, you are from India. I just want to know who I'm dealing with here. It's part of your, if you're learning public speaking, okay, what know is to know who are the people you're talking to. Right? So Ahmad is from India. Anyone else? Are you in India, Ahmad?
No, sir. Currently, I'm in Malaysia.
You have a lot of echo there. Okay.
I'm in Malaysia currently.
Okay, good. You are in Malaysia, that means you don't have the problem of signal and stuff. Because I found that the students who are from overseas, they have this issue of connection issues and stuff like that. If you have any problems when I'm talking to you, right, please get back to me. And I believe, I'm sorry, Haida or even Lukman, I do believe that the best number of hours, as in OPSI, should be 1 hour. So I would like to too much unless any of you guys got any questions to ask, any queries, anything that comes to your mind, or you want to put out your point of view, things and stuff like that. I don't mind for asking questions, and maybe you can push it maybe even full. Mind you, today is Friday, so we are in a bit of. Okay, before we go any further, my question will be: how many of you guys already started learning news writing? What do you know about news writing? Anyone? Jump in, talk to me. Anyone? I need to listen to you. I want to see how far you are. Or where are you now? Come on, guys, it's a train. And you guys studied news writing?
I am doctor in this semester.
You just started, Lukman?
Yes, I just started taking this subject. I'm starting writing news with IM today since my first semester, my first year.
Yes.
In my first year, doctor.
Okay. Am I right? Was it? Lukman's gone. Okay, guys, let's start with what is news actually? Anyone? Come back to me. Jump in, come on. You are a student. What is news? How do you define news? You want to be journalist? How many guys want to be journalists actually now? Online thing, but I think you guys can do better than this. How many guys plan to be a journalist? Nobody? Everybody has left, no? Come on, guys, what is news?
For me, I think news is information report.
Okay. Something which is current, or something which
It can be current.
there is yeah, it could be something even if you are reminiscing, okay? Something nostalgic. For example, the Merdeka Day, Independence Day for Malaysia. It's the same thing every year. Even Ramadan, it comes every year. But why do we keep coming back to that? Something historical, something important, something is part of your life. Okay? So, but I think there's a lot of changes that happen nowadays. The terminology or when you say what makes news, characteristic of news, obviously, but who determines what is news? Anyone? Who determines what is news? Is it the news organization or is it you? I want to see how far you have already covered. Anyone? Come on, guys, jump in. If not, this will be a very quiet session. Jump in, come on. It means news. The news organization or you yourself? I'm talking about the current situation. You guys are the millennials. Okay, or maybe before we go there, where do you get your source of news, guys? Where do you get your source of news?
Maybe from the event happened.
No, what I mean is like this. News. Where do you get it from? Newspaper, radio, TV, what?
Newspaper.
Newspaper. You're telling me you're subscribing to newspaper, or is it online?
Social media, sir.
Social media. Haida, current situation is media is already in the forefront of the situation right now. I'm trying to pull a kind of scenario, okay, putting a scenario for you. You understand the kind of challenges you need to face up. So the traditional media is not there anymore. Not really, they're still there, but they're not really anymore to determine what news or what you should read. Those days, they are the ones who actually determine the kind of agenda. They have their own agenda and of what we call, the kind of scheme they have, all right, for their now. Do you have a choice of to read news besides newspaper? The answer is yes. You can listen to the radio when you're driving in home. Generally, nowadays the utility of the radio has changed so much. I'm talking about mass media, mass communication has changed so much. We don't really watch TV. Haven't you guys? How many of you guys watch TV? I don't know. Maybe Ahmad in India, you still watch TV, but it's changing. Huh? So your main source of news is still social media, right? That comes into place. Can you trust what you read in a book? Let's say, anyone? Can you fully trust? I got 30 guys, nobody is talking. Can you trust social media with the articles on the news that you read? Is it reliable enough? Talk to me. Either you got echo, I think you have two, your switch on two. So you have echo.
Hello.
Yeah,
Is it
go
okay
ahead.
now?
Yeah.
Reliability, probably for me 50-50. It depends where I'm reading the news from. Because now even like netizens like to think they are like news portal or newscasters. They're like tweeting their
Yeah.
own opinions and stuff. So it really depends where I'm getting the information from.
Okay, you got a good point. I guess the only one who's talking is only Haida or Lokman. What about the rest? Yes, one here.
Yes, doctor.
Yes. The rest, talk to me. Come on, guys. You are student, you know. You're the cream of the cream. It's not easy to get into UIA. I know that. There's selected few people who get in, especially the one I met up in Chicago, LM. I taught there sometime back. Good. They're damn good. Okay, come on. You can do it there. So, Izudin, go ahead. What do you think? Can you depend on social media for your news source? Is it good enough? If it's so, why do you have issues of articles viral, all right? Stuff that been viral, and then they found out later it's wrong. So which one you trust? Social media. Wait, what happened? Is it not fun? Or is it? The thing is like this. When most of the time, those news that am I seeing at Izudin whom I know years before? Or is it? No, it's not. have the same name as someone I know. Now,
Hi, sir.
and guys, company. Is this the same Izzuddin?
Yes.
Lain lah rupa Izzuddin. Sorry guys. Just meet up with my old.
Okay, so continue.
Now,
Continue.
okay. Now you look familiar. What are you doing there? You're supposed to finish.
Huh?
Kan dah habis.
Still working.
Okay, you're just joining in for the fun of it.
Yes. Yes.
You have to pay these guys, you know. Okay, that's good. I got one my ex-student here. Okay, the things like this, when I'm saying to you, people still read, yes, social media, especially younger generation. It seems that only the survey done by Pew Center, those are age 54 and above, they still read papers. The form is like in Malaysia, these newspapers they still exist. For example, Star. When I spoke to Rajan, he said that they can't go fully online simply because the kind of advertisement that it attracts much lower than the print version. Only 7% is very low. Like 7%. Circulation is falling. People don't really buy the paper. And of course, readership will fall along with it, meaning that if one person buys the paper, readership means that one person buys it, maybe there's going to read it. So readership has fallen also. So there still, it's interesting that now the forefront of news is gathered or being obtained from handphone. Okay, again, research done in America, and really involved the team doing the FRGS research on the media or the kind of presentation of media by secondary school children in Para. Maybe if we have the opportunity, we can. We are linked to MCMC, and I think it should be fixed because the current MCO issue, it becomes quite a problem to get things done. Okay, they found out 33 and below, okay, they are using handphone. So a lot of the messages or the kind of they read comes from the handphone. Okay, and going back to my earlier question, what is news? What determines news, or what is the kind of news? Those already started learning journalism, tell me, what is the characteristic of news? Anyone? Now coming in.
Doctor,
Go ahead.
maybe news is some information that are worth for people to know.
Okay, we are there just now. For example, this is common, or rather something that I carried through the years. When someone asks me, what is news? If a dog bites a man, is that news? If a dog bites a man, is that news? Or when a man bites a dog, is that news? Anyone? I want to see whether you guys got the that goes into it. Nobody? Which is news? Dog bites a man, or man bites a dog? I'm being philosophical a bit, guys, because I expect that you guys are to be able to digest and think very fast. Always think on your toes, guys, because you want to be journalists, you must be sharp and fast. Okay? I love pushing students. When you push yourself, then you know that you can go the extra mile. Okay. So what is news? As my question is, this is news. Man bites dog, dog bites man. Which one is news?
Sir,
Anyone? Just jump in. You're wrong.
I think
Yes,
I
go ahead.
think both are news because based on the characteristics of news, both has impact.
Yes.
So Yeah,
Clever.
both of them can be read by people and both of them are equally interesting.
Yes. Ariani, good. If you are in my class, already got a few points already from me. Okay, both can be news. For example, those days they said dog bites man. It's not news no more, you see. That happens every day. Man bites a dog. Okay, then it becomes news. But current situation, things have changed so much, you see. If that dog bites Tun Mahathir, let's say, isn't that story? According to Ariani, yes, I agree. Oh, the dog bites Najib. It's a better story, okay? And he said, I can go to court because I got these wounds. See? So it depends, you see. I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit cynical, but that's the only way you can learn. For example, to it, and then it'll be faster, you can learn. What about a man bites a dog? It's still news, you see. It does carry impact. Most probably, this man could be having rabies, you see, or something wrong with his head. Point where he actually bites a dog. There's no reason to bite a dog, right? Okay, so both sides can be done. Okay, so there's no carrying impact. Okay, the other one is in this case when I was talking just now again, Tun Mahathir is a celebrity, someone who thus becomes of value. Anything happens to him. Anyone? Do you guys still read? Do you know about the current events? You go to social media and the apps you can use, Google News, name it. Okay, I'm using the Microsoft launcher. They already got news built in already, and of course I link to Star and others, Sina and very Aryan nowadays. What happened to Tun Mahathir recently? Anyone? Anyone? I want to see whether you have read the news. What happened to yesterday? Same issue. You want to be journalist where you don't read the paper. Or you don't keep up with news. That's bad. Do your assignments. Okay? I know Najmi. Najmi buat apa sekarang? Where are you? You punya mic ada tak buka? Okay.
Sorry?
What
Yes,
where are
sir.
you? Salam, where are you now? Buat apa sekarang?
Saya dekat Free Malaysia Today.
Okay.
Sub editor.
Lepas tu ambil masuk dalam course ni macam mana? Boleh?
Macam mana?
Patutnya Najmi yang bagi khusus. Patut Najmi yang bagi khusus ni. Aduh. So the question is, what happened to Tun Mahathir yesterday? Orang suruh apa? Apa kata? Tun Mahathir. Tun Mahathir. What happened to him yesterday? He was in the news yesterday.
No.
No? Nothing?
Semalam saya tak ada apa pasal dia.
Or was it this morning?
This morning?
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
What happened?
Dia kata dia too old to be in the PM again.
It's a lot of issues, kan?
Yeah.
So actually I want the students to answer me. Okay, kalau positif ya. Tun Mahathir yesterday received his Pro 2 Activa. Okay, Pro 2 Activa.
Oh yes.
He just got a car. Previously, a few days before that, he was driving the X50. Okay, and then he actually cycled around Putrajaya. Right, for someone who's 90 something, tremendous. My cats are having battle, so don't worry. If you hear something weird, don't worry about it. Part of the sound effect. Okay, so that's the thing. We need to keep up. Why Tun is important? Again, he's a celebrity. All right. For people who are studying in Malaysia, for example, Ahmad and others. Okay, you know who's like Munawara, you know whose mother is. Then the concept of proximity comes into play. Okay, maybe you're not proximity in the sense of geographical. Sorry, your proximity is there at the heart. Okay, like the experience that you share while you are here. Okay, so you know who's Tun Mahathir. See, there's a concept of proximity comes into play. So what else? What else determines what's news? Something that is to be current, the values. What about conflict? Concept of conflict. Do you have issues of conflict? Yes, in a lot of countries, name it, Syria, Libya, and then we got Yemen, conflict stories. Those are qualified to be news. Right? The only thing is, how is it related to us? You as a person, is it related? Yes, it is related. And we tend to forget they are the ummah. They are the people who are part of brothers and sisters. Okay? And whatever happens to them will hurt us one way or the other. What happens in China? Do I have any Chinese students here in journalism? No. Okay. So conflict, conflict in a smaller sense, conflict like, for example, what's happening in Malaysia, for example, the parliament, the issue of the emergency, also conflict. Or more than that, or smaller than that, conflict about land issues, lumbering, the legal way of doing it and stuff like that. That is also a crisis. Conflict. Any questions, guys, so far? Anyone? Comments? Come on, guys. We will be Japan. No Schwarzenegger. Any questions?
Sir, I want to ask you.
Yes.
Is viral thing
Never.
on social media should be news?
Be news.
Yeah, anything that viral on social media.
Is that news? It is news. But the only thing is it can we verify it? Verification, we are moving. All right, by the news. Is it true? Is it wrong? Is it fake news? The only problem is when it becomes viral, most of it becomes fake news, you see. So it's incumbent upon the news organizations to verify, you see. That is the strength, the pillar of strength of traditional media. Why do people who are on social media, okay, the public, when they want to verify something, they go back to traditional media? Why? That's the what we call the pillar of a journalist, you see. Verification of facts, being balanced and being fair, right? Therefore, if you say, can I use any kind of video or something like that to be news? Yes, but you have to double check. And it happens before where you find that those videos are actually an old one, something was taken somewhere a long time ago, brought up just to fill up the situation or something like that. Okay, I got a message coming in. Okay, Ahmad says, if controversial topic, should we cover about it? Of course, you should cover it. As long as, Ahmad, as long as it is affecting the public, it's interesting. Nowadays, if you look into the American situation now, they actually see the kind of algorithms, or the kind of clicks they get for news. They come up with the news and they actually see the algorithms. If the people are looking more into certain issues, they're going to work on it. Controversial issues, yes, you cover. Well, of course, you be very careful because you might be sued if you make a mistake. or it is seen to be siding certain parties. Thus, balance and fairness come into play. Okay, you cannot simply just jump into it and then report. You have to have both sides of the story. That is one of the characteristics of a journalist. Okay? But interestingly now, a lot of papers, even in Malaysia, has closed down because of technology. And nowadays, the speed of news is much faster. There's no more kind of 12 hours, then you see the news. What happens today, you see it within half an hour or even much earlier than that. So the speed is to play. But when speed it comes to play, you always have the issue of verification, the truth and the time to verify. As a journalist, in covering an assignment, they will be actually writing the news as the event proceeds. Meaning that this is something that never happened to me when I was studying. You still have hours to work on a story. You can even do a follow-up from there. Now no more. Okay. Why? Because of competition and because of internet. What is competition? Your competitors as to stories that's going out. Do we have the concept of breaking news? Right? I got Farah also. Farah Adiba.
Hi sir, Assalamualaikum.
Salam. So all my ex-students are slowly coming in, which is dangerous. To make my life more difficult. But good, some of them have put on weight. Nazmi masih sama. Dia tak makan ke apa ke? Tak cukup gaji ke apa ke? Izzuddin memang put on weight lah. Izzuddin, you're in Labuan, right? I think Izzuddin Labuan. Masih lagi ya?
Apa dia, sir? Sorry.
Izzuddin kat Labuan ya?
Lapan.
Labuan.
Yes,
Today.
I am.
Yeah, there he's there. Yeah, it's good to see him lah. Okay. Guys, anything else? How long have I been talking? 43 minutes already. See, time flies when you're having fun. Any other question, guys? Before we jump, we can take a break. Ida said that we're going to take a bit of a break. Toilet break, I guess. Then we come back. Actually, the things I have to cover is quite a lot. I'm jumping all over. And there's no way we can do it within the time given. Before we break off for the next few minutes, let's talk the kind of stories you can cover. Of course, the kind of stories, hard news, soft news. You guys know what's hard news? Hard news is factual news. Factual news. Soft news is always human stories. Interestingly, nowadays, lifestyle, human stories, culture stories, food. Okay, food even has gathered momentum in a lot of the what we call the media nowadays, especially online. They've gone there already, and they become much more localized, smaller. They're covering what we call within their own community and stuff like that. Because going beyond, the competition is so big, so they have more focus in the own area. That's the kind of ads they attract will be coming in from close to them. This is the changes that's happening right now. Plus, if you're going into the industry or you're working one day, these are the things you should expect. Speed, meaning at this point of time, language will be strong. And you don't have the time to edit or you have to look at this 2-3 times. No. Okay. Of course, you stories, yes, but pace is so much so. So per assignment, it seems nowadays we're talking about 3 to 4 assignments a day, and even the follow-up is there together with your initial story. So breaking news, 2 para, 3 para kind of thing, or 1 para first, and then you say 3 para that follow. Changes. When I spoke to my ex-students, what I thought then has changed so much. These are the kind of what I'm trying to say is soft news, human interest, still sells, is still you. Okay, so have to polish the way you write. Art news style writing is different, slightly different from film interest. You put in the emotions and the feel of it into the story. Okay, it's not so much hard facts. The feel is there, the emotion is there, the sadness, the pain. You have to explain. Of course, the style of writing is still inverted pyramid. Okay, okay, attendance is still here. Okay, I just want to know, Aida, what are we supposed to do now? Are we supposed to take the...
Yes, sir. We can take a short break before continuing on to the next topic or session.
How long is that, Aida?
Yeah.
How many minutes? 5, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
So that I can talk to my other students.
All right.
Farah, you okay? Ya, Farah. Okay, tempat kerja. Dah settle lah.
Okay, sir. Sekarang okay lah. I'm looking for a new job. Still applying. Doakan dapat a new job soon.
Zudin is happy ya. He's been there for how many years already? Lama orang.
Saya? Bukan. Saya oil and gas.
Oil and gas, orang minyak. Memang. Zudin orang minyak. We should have a meeting like this lah. Untuk itu no. Ni sub editor terus.
Najmi power.
Rasa tengok sampai
manjang.
dia.
Nampak dia happy tu. Nak tunjuk dapat lagi. Dia ni sama. Dia pun tak dapat lagi kat jemputan dia.
Orang kadang nak ketak.
Lepas ni kan I nak Lokman nanti ingat Lokman yang di construction tu.
Tunjuk news lah, Doktor.
Yes. Nanti you present ya.
Okay.
Bila kita nanti bila I beritahu you over lah. And then I cakap juga lah.
Alright, okay.
No.
He is fast learner, sir. Lokman Hakim ni. Sebab dia sempat je with me waktu M2Day dulu. Lepas tu like dia cepat learn lah. He is fast learner lah.
Kita kena jaga dari segi quality ya guys. Kalau terlampau panjang, it's not strong. It doesn't work. It will not work. It's written is very important. Really, stress on that. Online becomes very difficult lah kat UC, face to face. So they have to send in the assignment online. I go to it and then they have to present online. Then they turn green, literally having to present online dia punya news. Then everybody will look at it. Something like that. They work even harder lah. But so far, alhamdulillah, they're catching up quite fast. So like I said, tak susah kalau kita ada, you have the mind and the heart. You can do it. Yeah, you guys. Okay, nanti kita punya attack nanti, I think Haida or Lokman will be the queue.
Doctor, can we continue? Haida will present the news.
Okay, right.
Okay, wait.
Boleh. Kena besar sikit ni, Haida. Alright. Okay, good. Okay, guys, what is important here, I need you guys to participate. Like I was saying, I need participation. I cannot have me talking alone because I know what I'm talking about. I need you guys to understand quite clearly. Okay, essentially what happened is when we're talking about news. Right? Before this, I got Akira. I have question ethical in journalism to use title misleading. On the main point, now this we can see clickbait happening. Yes, true. That is a very controversial issue. The idea is to get as many people to read the news. Thus, will actually influence at your side or on your side. Okay? Obviously, what you're talking is not about the heading, and most of them they misuse that. The heading sounds so enticing. Click. Wrong. Actually, it is wrong. Actually, it should not be. It should not be so. Okay, but I was asking the earlier question. Remember, I was asking, who determines news? Is it the media organization or is it you? Now, the kind of power news is you, audience. Right? He has moved to that. The empowerment have moved from the media organization to you. Okay, the more you click into a news, it's better for the organization. Thus, this is sad to say, in America, the people who are actually determining the news, it's no more the editors, guys. It has moved to the content creators. Okay, IT guys look at it, and then they are the one who see, okay, this algorithm or this has a lot of clicks. Thus, we should be focusing on this. This is sad. Okay, and I think this battle will go on, and it is an evolution which is kind of worrying for me. You see, with the current trend, with the kind of trend where people are always on the run, people are moving fast, it's done. Then you're not sure whether the news you're getting is true or not. Okay, that's the issue. The other thing is, you look at it now, TikTok is playing a bigger role. News are coming in, your journalism kind of story. coming in so fast, you see. Even the normal traditional media cannot reach, okay? And the kind of hits they get, or subscribers they get for TikTok is one of the highest. Some of them are getting 1 million followers or more. So that changed the paradigm of everything, news and everything. But if you ask the question, can this go on? Or where are we leading it to? We are not sure. Everything is still evolving. Even the model of news organization is still evolving and changing. Feed reports. Harry, CNN is one of the only company who has their own outlets all over the world, still maintaining, you see. You talk ABC International, they have closed everything. They cannot afford it. The number of journalists have reduced so much, right? The numbers have reduced 30% in the States. Now, if you ask me, why are we talking about the States? Whatever happens there will happen here. Okay? So are we prepared for it? These are the things we are looking at. You see, when we are even preparing for the future, see, it's scary to think about it because but according to a research done in 2012, 2013, the kind of investment that goes into e-media or e-journalism is increasing. So they're talking something like a few billion in America. That means this media will not die. It's going to evolve. But where are we heading? So always keep your ears on the ground. At least keep watching what's around you. We still need this media for sure. Especially so when talking about the Ummah. Most of the medias have been controlled by the West. What about Muslim? What about us telling our story, our challenges, okay? And the thing we have to do to help Allah, then Allah will help us. What are we doing about it? Okay, so there's no two way about it. You have to push on. You have to, in tandem with the changes in the technology and stuff like that. Of course, skill comes into play, guys. Skill come into play. You must be skillful, fast enough to think on your feet, living on the edge, all right? And then from there, never give up, all right? So I keep telling my students that, okay? You are the people who are the frontliners in journalism, in the industry. You set the pace. You tell us what to do next, okay? Just don't be followers. Be pioneers, things. Be innovators, okay? That's how you move forward, right? And always remember that Allah will be on your side. Always put him in front. Think that he's always in front of you. Whatever decision, even little things that happen to you, it is his decision and he knows best. That's why we always believe. Allahumma ya barik. Right? I'm diverging, I know. Okay, let's go back to the article. When you talk about this, I think you talk about the 5W1H. What is the 5W1H, guys? Anyone?
Who, what, where, when, why, and how?
Correct. So, hari ni again, dapat extra mark lagi. Okay, so nak senang ingat ya, who said what, where, when, and how. 5W, 1H. Okay, let's do deconstruction for this article. Okay, 5W, let's say what is the issue, guys? Dalam artikel ni, look at the para and look at the intro.
Cancel bazaar.
Cancel bazaar, correct. Yang ini ya, demi heading is correct ya. Kalau campur bahasa okey tak? Nanti tak faham. Boleh tak? Okay, cancel bazaar. Where? Senang ya. Kelantan ya. When? Masa Ramadan ni lah. What happened? COVID cases increase. How ada tak dalam ni? Tak ada ya?
No, sir.
Tak ada. Okay. So, my question is, Out of the 5W1H, which one can become the lead or intro? Lead, L-E-A-D, L-E-D, intro. Which one? 5W1H, bukan dalam artikel ni, not in this article. 5W, which one can become the intro? Answer me. Ada Akira.
The what and where.
How's that? Luqman, again?
The what and the where.
Yang lain tak boleh.
So can. But in this the what and where.
It depends on the event. Kan? It depends on the event, Luqman. When it depends on the event, means it can become, okay? Can become the lead. For example, kita kata, Tun Mahathir kata statement, Tun Mahathir just come around and said, I want to be the next PM after the G15. Okay, what will be your lead then? What will be your lead? Tenang eh. Mahathir wants to be the next PM after G15. Terus. Alright? Ceritanya senang eh. Guys, when you want to write news, when you go somewhere, then something happen. Meet up with your friends, or your friend, katakan. Meet up with Najmi. And then you jumpa dia. Najmi, this morning, I was walking to the mosque. Lepas tu I jumpa kucing. Kucing tu warna orange. And I talk to the cat. I touch the cat. Very friendly and all that. Lepas tu, you know what really happened? There was an accident. Right? Someone was cycling and he fell into the drain. Pengsan. Something like that. You go and meet up with your friend, you cakap gitu dulu, walking, nak beli nasi lemak, kan? No. You go direct to the story. You kata, hey, you know what happened? Najmi, I saw this guy in the bicycle into the drain. Something happened. You must be busy or whatever. You go directly to the story. Simple. So when you're writing news, it's important. Fast. That's the concept of to play. Inverted pyramid. When in fact, go out first. Okay? Simple you understand that. The most important fact, go out first, regardless whichever the 5W, even how boleh jadi. No problem. This is a good, well-written article actually. I think it's from. So immediately, guys, after the intro, immediately the masuk quotation. We found that the infertility rate has raised to 2, and this is regarded, all right, said Kelantan Local Government Housing and Health Committee Chairman Dr. Izani Hussein. Right. Why is it that this person immediately has that quotation? Why? Why is it you have that quotation in? Anyone? Yang dah biasa menulis. And notice, guys, the intro is short. The intro is short. Very crisp, right? Just a few words. Yeah. As I taught my previous students, my students previously, I keep telling them, intro must be compact, packed, and not too long. Okay. My benchmark is simple. You write your intro. Take a deep breath. Take one breath. Read it. If you can't finish it in one breath, that means your intro is too long. Simple as that. Use that kind of. I devised it when I was a journalist years ago. Use that. Question again. Why did they put the intro in? Why did they put the quotation in? Anyone? Immediately after immediately after the intro? Anybody? Is it a good idea? Yes, Ahmad, go ahead.
Maybe sir, to show that the case is serious, maybe something like that, the credibility. I think so lah, sir.
Yeah, good, good. You're close. You know what happened is when you put it up, when you put up the quotation in, you are giving credibility to the story immediately. And then you know who's talking. Once you get credibility, guys, if you are doing integrated marketing communication, once there's credibility, there's trust. Okay, new quality of news. When there is trust, obviously people will buy your product or services. Simple as that. That is communication. All right. So they put the intro in, so the quotation in. The second paragraph will actually support the intro immediately, thus giving strength and credibility. Then he comes in into the next para. It says, they also foresee the number will increase and three-digit cases continue to be recorded in the following week. So bernama quotation, right? So this is a story Star has taken, I think, and then it's from bernama. Okay, so it strengthens the story. Again, the next paragraph is it with the exception of important meetings, all official state government functions will also be cancelled during the Ramadan. Itu reporters after the State Security Council subcommittee meeting chaired by the Menteri Besar. They quoted this lady, Izani, and then in the story also being backed up by the statement made by the Menteri Besar after the meeting, thus giving or lending more credibility to the story. So deconstructing is easy. I need to watch the story or stories in the papers and learn from it. Okay, this is an angle. I'm talking about story angle now. If you are a journalist, what other angles can you do from this story? Anyone? What angles? Now you're talking. Yes, go ahead. What angles can you do? Cepat sikit fikir guys. Cancel Ramadan. Bazar kan. Apa angle lain? What other angles can you do? Okay, katakan editor you balik ni dia kata story ni dia dah carry dah. But infidelity rate, yeah, Aida can be done. Cuma infidelity rate ni apa ni quite technical meaning that if you were to write the story, you have to explain what it's all about. Boleh, tapi you kena explain, you kena kupas that bila you punya audience baca, they understand, they can pick up. And then what influences this rate and stuff like that. Any other angle tak? Anyone else? Come on guys, cepat. Angle lain. Mesti banyak lagi angle. Lokman kata effects of the bazaar vendors. Cantik. That's how you do it. What happens to the vendors? Alright. Human interest angle. Cantik. Okay. Human interest angle. What happened to them? They have been struggling. Okay. They have been there for so long. For 1 year lebih. Okay. How are they surviving? Di mana sumber income dia? Where is the source of income? What are they doing about it? What are the issues they're facing up? We dapat 3 orang, 4 orang, nice already. You get a wonderful story to write. And then they will prompt people to take action about the problem, community and everything else. Okay? So the drive is there. Okay, income. Can we interview those people who have recovered from COVID-19? Have you guys seen any stories that people have recovered from COVID-19? Ada jumpa tak? Anybody found a story from there? Anyone? Tak ada ya? So far none. That is weird. Would there be a kind of regulation where we cannot meet up with them? Right? Is there a kind of hindrance? Yeah. Said so also. No. Isn't it a nice story to write? I think it's a nice story to write. Because actually from there you learn and segmentize it. The younger generation, maybe the older generation, those who are high risk, who have recovered. In America, they did cover, this lady, she was 98, I think. Yeah, quite old. She recovered from COVID-19 without the vaccine. It's a wonderful story to read. Okay, these are the things. Your mind is working very fast. You're always thinking about angles and what to write. Now, your next question will be, you can ask me, sir, can I do this in IIUM today? Of course. Obviously, if you do this, get permission from your lecturer, and then after that, move forward from there. Obviously, your online paper will be very colorful, interesting. You see, go for the human interest, go for the emotions, and then even small things like those days. We used to cover stories about monkeys in campus. Okay, so our heading will be monkey business. Simple as that. And it's so much fun, you see, writing. I was telling my students, sir, can we get stories on that? Yes, go and interview the monkeys. What? Obviously, you can't interview the monkeys, lah. Yeah, the angle will be fine stuff while dealing with it. And then they got the pilitan. The pilitan comes in, dia tangkap monyet tu. Dia monkeys and then send them out. Someone else, huh? So they have to do that. Isn't that a story by itself? Yes. Sometime back, they actually caught a python. Indonesian workers, it was quite long, more than 8 feet. So reason they were thinking, how the hell did this python survive? Soon they found out these pythons were eating the cats. Then they found out that, then they realized that some of the cats has gone missing. No wonder the python is off. Okay, so these are the things that you can write about. Something which is close to you, and obviously your alumni members, especially you love to read such articles about friends who have issues of financial issue, maybe those who are handicapped, okay, use their wheelchair, food issues, what kind of food you can get in campus, right? Those days you do have the Koreans, guys. I think, was it the Korean? They're quite expensive. Korean or Japanese, I can't remember. But they did that. They did kind of say, open International Day, the food, it was so good, right? This kind of thing. Cultural kind of events, you do have a lot in campus. But don't be small. I mean, don't write an intro like UIA cultural event, the number of booths being open, where are they from? No, go beyond that. You see, talk to them about the kind of let's say the kind of dress, the kind of they do, the kind of traditional music they have. Nowadays, guys, you have to move forward. You need to have sound bites. We have so much already. Okay, we cannot anymore just writing. A bit more sound bites. Okay, you must have videos, like that. Already, when you're on website, you're moving there already. Okay, you have no way, no two way about it. So my recommendation is this: besides writing, I need you guys to also learn how to take videos, how to take good photo, take good soundbite, and the kind of equipment you use. You need to have a good camera. You need to have a good handphone. You need to have a recorder. You must have the applications, especially internet link from your laptop to the office. You need to have applications which can help you get your work done. For example, video editing. and stuff in your laptop. Okay? Some of my students are really settled in the journalism field. Sometimes they don't go back to the office for months, literally. But connection connected to the office literally every day, every moment of time. They have to be in the group. Sometimes if they don't answer the editor, they will ask, where the hell are you? Okay? They are online all the time. Okay, in the group. So it's a lot more tiring. Eh? So even though they are on breaks, what is happening around them? That's the pace you're facing up with. Mariam says, what is your opinion about fake news, especially now with the issue of vaccine? It's not a root of problem, but true. Very true, Mariam. That is a serious problem. Somehow or rather, the thing that is lost is always amanah. All right? When we come to the end of the world, the first thing that is lost is amanah. You know fully well that story is not confirmed. Why do you still share? Isn't that fitna? You share, you're probably getting fitna. Mind you, you end up in my car, you have to answer to you. And he doesn't have to open your book. He just open Facebook and you have to answer it. Okay? Simple as that. So Mariam, always think of that. People are losing this kind of values. That is a norm those days. Why are we losing it? Why are we letting go of this? Why are we not thinking? Why are we not using our minds and heart? Why? Because there's no knowledge. Ilmu. Right? Simple as that. To be successful in this world, you need ilmu. To be successful in the Islamic way of seeing things. And it's all off and everything. When you have issues, it's all at Allah. Right? Your head on the ground, the heavens will hear you. Right? Allah will hear you. And He will talk to you to Quran. When you read the Quran, you look at the translation, Allah is talking to you. That's the miracle of Quran. See, and people are still talking and thinking about it for thousands of years now. Okay? So, are we a losing end? No. You know, we are so blessed to be Muslims. Tools to be successful. But are we Muslim doing it? I don't think so. Even during this MCO, have we done muhasabah, actually? This is the second MCO. In America, they're talking the fourth wave for COVID-19. We learn anything? Ask this question. This is the second Ramadan. Rasulullah had 9 Ramadans only throughout his life. We have been getting a lot. Question is, does the Ramadans, the MC changes to be better? Right? So fake news shouldn't be a problem. It's a culture. If you say, is it political environment? It all influences us. Why? Because generally people don't care. We don't have that anymore, you see. We're losing it. We're losing it. Who are the people to change it? You guys. The knowledge. The Allah in our heart. Obviously will be the best. Okay. Aida, can we get another news where we can do construction? Ahmad again asks, may the gatekeepers today, gatekeepers will become more strict. Well, topic might offend people. I think sensitivity is more like we are more conscious about things and then we tend to overreact. Right? Again, when we do something, we become keyboard warriors. We don't think about implication. This is a sad part. Never do that. Okay, where we have problems. If you are, before we do anything, we put our mind to it before you say anything or write anything. Obviously, we come back. You won't offend nobody because you know it's a problem. It's a risk. Okay, macam ni, Aida, what we can do is, Aida, you just write out the 5W. Why, when, where, sampai W. That's how. Just get everybody to join in to write. So, why, where, Nanti orang lain isi lah. Kita get everyone to fill up 5W1. Rasanya dah lama lah cakap. Mana dia? Lapar lah. Kau boleh makan lah. Maksudnya tu kalau nak dengan Zul, dia berpeluh. Tapi kalau masa Ramadan ni, dia usahakan itulah. Oh tu, kelas berpeluh, ais lemon tea. Dah tidur orang. Boleh tak Aida? Mana Aida hilang? Dia okey lah. Satu tadi okey.
Sorry, saya tak dengar.
Cuma tulis Aida kan? Why, where, when, Nanti kita isi. Boleh tak Aida? Macam ni dari segi apa ni, internet tak pandai sangat lah. Saya tak boleh present pun ni. Any questions Aida? Aida kena ambil file kosong. Alright. File kosong. Lepas tu, Aida tulis. Kita nak construct news. Okay, yang lain saya dah cover. Angle dah cover. Deconstruction. Kita nak construct lagi. And then after that, it becomes easy lah. Pandai sangat apa ni, internet ni. Apa ni. This kind of. Boleh tak? Is there anyone who can help? Kalau sama boleh buka ni, Word folder, satu untuk saya, kosong. Word folder. Buka kosong, lepas tu, cantik. Okay dah. Aida, that's what I want. Yes. Good enough. Okay, sekarang ni, let's play a bit, a game in a sense. Can we get, katakan dalam ni, why dulu, anything. We are creating a story. Okay? We are looking at the 5W1. Especially kata what. Okay, let's say what. Anyone? Katakan mental stress. Ambil ringan sikit lah. Something like than that. Anyone? Who? My students tahu kalau who is Kak Mak lah kan. But let's find something else lah. Anyone? Takkan tak ada. Anis at least At least. Yes, Ahmad.
You say she's not Doctor Who, right?
Yeah, can.
Who may be a student, I think, in university.
Let's say you got the IUM students.
Yes.
Okay. Kan, Aida? IUM student. Oh, dia punya net very slow lah. Okay. Where? Gombak ah? Boleh tak? Atau Kuantan? Kambang? Gombak Okay, Gombak dan. Okay, what is the issue? What is the issue? Apa kedai makan tak buka?
Maybe sir,
apa Mat?
Issue is what? Stress on online learning?
Okay, stress of online learning. Boleh? Online learning, okay. Why? Internet not stable. Boleh tak Mat?
Boleh? Yes.
Okay, internet not stable. Okay, dah ada. When? Kalau when ni selalunya kita ambil when it happen, kita ambil today lah, ya. Yeah? Normally the answer will be here today. Yeah. Kalau the next one is how. How ada tak?
How is to solve the problem, right, doctor?
Boleh juga, yes, can. So let's put it in first. Okay, sekarang ya. We have already all the elements kita dah ada. Okay, we have already when here today. When here today. Alright, we have all the elements now. First thing we do is to get the deadline. Deadline dia simple ya, Gombak capital letters. Deadline dia Gombak capital letters dash. Atau kalau some papers dia buat dot. Done already. Okay, now can we construct that? Quite easy ya. Siapa nak cuba? Who wants to try? Construct for me a news based on the 5W1H. Anyone? Boleh Ahmad? Ahmad? Ahmad minta beritahu. Simple ya. Guys, actually when you're writing news, the most difficult is the intro lah. Once you get it right. Boleh tak Ahmad?
Intro. Sir, the intro need to be like nak tarik orang, like to attract the people, or just a normal intro, sir? Can we do that?
We just do the normal intro first. Maybe Ahmad, you're thinking about heading. Heading tu siapa fikir? Don't think about the heading. Go about the intro. Now you can say IUM students on online learning because of the unstable internet we made available or made available. Straightforward je tu ya. Memang a little bit too short. Very got it back. And then from there we can learning due to the unstable internet link. All right. Internet, okay. Made available for them. Post stop. Okay, that dapat intro, right? What is it? Let's go into it. Senang ya. Who dah masuk, is already there. What is already there. Why is already there. Yang tinggal lagi dua je. Dengan solve. Intro, once you have the intro, due to unstable internet connection made available to them. Very panjang sikit. You know, it becomes too short. Okay, and then next paragraph tu, if you're quoting a source, what you do is put quotation into it. To be a student, first you have to put in dia punya designation dulu. Designation meaning you tahu nama dia, final year student of katakan architecture, engineering, comma Ahmad bin Abdullah. Something like that. Quote unquote boleh atau you open quotation terus. Something like that. Once you have the intro, okay, already at this point of time, we already got it already. Work on it, make it stronger. Alright, done already. Boleh ya? Boleh tak guys? Any comments? Saya banyak cakap ni. Dah 1 jam setengah dah. Kepala pun dah kering. Selalunya lepas habis kelas saya minum dulu. Ini tak boleh ya. Okay, any questions guys? This is how you do it. This is a simplified way of doing it. Of course, if you can do it face to face, it's much easier. Online ni susah sikit. We struggle with the net and stuff like that. Okay. Actually, I've covered everything. Obviously, if you need more, we can talk about it. Writing ni, when you talk about writing, you have to practice a lot. Making mistakes, keep trying it, making it correct, then you will learn. You cannot do like this. There's theory, someone is talking, okay, and then you can do well. No. Keep writing, okay. If you need my help, no problem. I think I got my number, right? You can message me. I think we should use I punya email. Ali Roslan. Yep, I have so many emails. Wait, guys, let me give you an email where you can reach me quite easily. Ali Roslan 59 at Outlook, Outlook, outlook.com. Ali Roslan. Okay, so using that, because all the other emails I have is being used for the purposes. So I've already allocated the email address for students to come back to me. So it's easy. It's quite easy for you to. So give me a bit of time for me to answer you. I got tons of WhatsApp. Now this WhatsApp. Many. Some of the WhatsApp do not have any notification. Switch off the notification because there's always someone talking and about things. When you're so caught up with so many things, I give you. So if you want to communicate with me with the WhatsApp maybe I should have another platform just for student quality. Right, right now I've covered what I'm supposed to cover with you guys. No, it's about only 1:30. That's quite sufficient. Beyond that, it'll be very tiring. So now I open to any questions. All right, Aida, anything? Lokman, please jump in. At least at this point of time, I'm done. Okay. Tak ada no.
Doctor. Doctor?
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question for the headline. Is there any maximum or minimum words that we should right?
For the heading, they're talking about the heading. Heading,
The,
they're talking about the heading. Tajuk cerita tu, tajuk. Betul tak?
no, the first paragraph.
Oh, you're talking about the intro.
Yes, intro.
Intro to lead, yeah. So, the intro, there's a lot of version. Some of it is something like 25 words, 25 to 30 words, something like that. Tapi I punya easier benchmarking would be like this. Like I was telling earlier, take a deep breath, write the story first, write the intro first, take a deep breath, and then baca. If you can read it in one breath, that means your intro okay. Don't make it too short. Yang tadi tu a little bit too short, dia panjangkan sikit lah. Alright? Panjangkan sikit, the intro yang tadi tu, when you something like 20 to 30 words. Why I'm saying that? Because it depends on the language you're writing. Sometimes Malay language panjang sikit, it's a bit long-winded. English kurang sikit. So dia tak ada set rules. No specific rule kata no, this number or no. So I punya cara, which I've well tested lah through the years, the brush, dia dah tulis, tarik nafas, boleh tak habis? Kalau tak boleh habis, it becomes too long. So senang one para, one point. One paragraph, one fact, right? Don't put too many facts in one paragraph. It becomes too bulky, especially the intro. If the intro is too bulky, people will not want to read it. It becomes boring. You're going to immediately people switch off from reading the article. So it's a waste of time. Okay, so make sure it's interesting, very catchy. Once you got the point who you want to highlight, the message you want to highlight, it becomes easy. And then once you write it out, then you got. Kalau you nak tulis human interest, it's slightly difficult. It's more something like semi-feature-ish kind of intro. If it's news, human interest, the principle still follow. The intro should not be too long, right? But warm, very, very melting kind of intro. I don't have one actually here, but easy you can see. Please start. I can think of something like this. When in the rain, makcik still goes out to sell her nasi lemak. This is the only way she survives upon. Simple as that. Okay, just direct tapi powerful kind of. Or it's very rare to do. Okay, we don't really have quotation in the intro. Jarang, jarang. But you can say, if the quotation is so strong, meaningful, boleh, why not? I rather die. And give, I rather die. But I would rather die than let my child fade away without giving a fight. Say the mother who's facing up with her, dying cancer's child or something. I'll give my heart and soul for my child anytime. That apa nama dia? Okay, can very rare, very rare. So you are describing normally hard news. Dia tak ada exaggeration, no opinion, straight hard facts, right? Information. Those straight hard facts. To human interest angle, you can play with emotions. You masuk and state all these things. Hang on, guys. Okay, any other questions? Anis okay, lain tak ada ya? Question, then I'm going to ask Luqman or Aida to take over.
Sir, there are two questions on the chat box. from Ame and Ahmad Sisoho.
How to identify bias in news? What do you mean by bias, Ame? Can you explain to me? I don't understand.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have problem in my global news assignment by Dr. Roslan. We need to analyze the article and find where the bias in the news. And I have a problem to
Give me an example. Give me an example, Ame.
Example. She always said about the U.S. politics. They have some bias that related to Trump, Joe Biden. Some news related pro to Joe Biden, some news pro to Trump. But the thing is, I have problem to identify. For me, when I read the news, it is I think it is okay that what the news agency is supposed to cover, but Madam say it's still something bias in that news.
Okay, a good example. I think I understand what you mean by that. A good example, those days you talk about when Trump was the president, Fox News, okay, is so much with him. Fox News will always try to justify what he's doing. When it comes to the COVID issue, when Trump didn't wear a mask, really got the inoculation and all that, the vaccination. Of course, presidents, they always get the best, when everything the first. But then again, when the numbers are still going up, I think that's one of the reasons for his downfall, actually, simply because he didn't care. He didn't make enough effort. What Biden is doing now. I like the Malay version, Biden. Someone was telling me Biden. I said, who the hell is Biden? It was really Biden. Dia Melayu kan. So very interesting. So that's what I think what you meant by it. Certain kind of news organization, they are pro-Republican, some are Democrats in America. So you have to look at the ownership, who owns the organization. Interestingly, Fox News, Trump do have a share in it. Okay, when he lost the presidentship, immediately these people has already disengaged from him, away from him. Thus, the kind of story looks better. Those days, I thought even follow because I don't like the way they try to justify Trump punya argument. Some of it is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense at all. So itu what I think that's what meant by it, the kind of bias. So it's a straight thing lah. Maybe you have to do a little bit of research, content analysis a bit. The kind of articles they have been running through the months. You actually see the kind of inclination. In Malaysia pun ada juga. Okay. In Malaysia it happens also. Talk about like Tucson those days. They call it a Malay paper. Then again after that they lost it. Then they are back. For example, Star is much more balanced because when I spoke to the editors, they said they cannot be too pro-Chinese. Because if they do that, circulation will fall. That means the number of Malay subscribers is quite strong. And that's what the editor used to say. I think he already mentioned already. That's why they are very balancing in the news. So biases every organization do have. You just need to know who owns the organization. And then based on your opinion, what specific skills or practices I can learn to improve my journalism career in the media? In the media industry, I was telling you earlier, Ahmad, you need to know how to take pictures, you need to do video editing, how to take videos, you need to be able to take good sound bites. Because I see down the road, you are moving moving towards online environments. It's no more writing. No, writing will be your basic foundation. You need to be good at writing. It's already part of you. It's built in already. And there's no more question about it. You're good at writing, and the other skills you need to have essential. It's already happening in UPSI. You are making adjustments as the requirement of the industry, which includes video editing, video production, taking videos using your camera, plus pictures and sound. Okay, so that we can actually put it up to our website and even our blogs. The other thing, I think, Ahmad, you should go forward in being able to do vlogging, okay, or blogs. You need to have that. I think down the road in the future, most journalists will have their own blogs. So meaning that you can write that you cover from your own point of view. Obviously, you need to be careful to that, because some news agencies, they consider that to be part and parcel of copyright. Own product, meaning you have to be careful in what you comment inside it. Of course, you have to take into consideration the laws and regulation of the land, meaning the defamation, sedition, and stuff like that. Right? Once, if you get see, a whole organization would jump into it. Everybody will be locked on barrel, go into it. So you cannot make defamatory statements. For example, happened quite recently when a radio DJ made a statement and then he was fired. Okay, so don't go there. It's not worthwhile. So that's the thing, is not only fake news come into play, also what kind of things you say online. Okay, and of course when you write it, it becomes slanderous. You say it if you want defamation. Once you put it in print, it becomes libelous. You can be for that. Okay, Ahmad, I think I've answered your question.
Yes, doctor. Wait,
Okay.
doctor. Sorry, one more question. Okay. For an example, if I or we journalism student, okay, for example, we work in Star, inshallah lah, we work in Star, and then we Star company, and then we write an article about it, and then we post it on their platform, they publish. And then today, I have an idea. I also want to talk about that topic, but in my, for example, YouTube channel, based on my opinion. Is that encouraged, or like the company will not encourage you to talk about it because they're afraid like you may talk some bad or something about it? Is it encouraged for us to do that?
The thing is like this, Malaysia ni I'm not sure. Maybe Najmi boleh komen lah. You know why? Because I've not been in touch so much dengan industry. But in America, they are encouraged too. Okay, but of course they are much more relaxed. There's the regulations and stuff like that. They are much more relaxed. They can even criticize and all that. Boleh tak Najmi? Can someone do that? What he says is the industry. Boleh tak?
Soalan Ahmad tadi, your question was on either is the content is the same thing. The content that you publish on the Star, is it the same thing on your YouTube channel?
Same dan berbeza. Apakah impak dia? Kalau sama dan berita yang berbeza.
Okay. The content is what kind of content? Is it a criticism or what? Is it your opinion or what? Okay,
the content is more to like how to improve. Macam okay, kita baca berita okay tentang ada kes ni, lepas tu kita rasa macam kenapa diorang tak tengah ke isu ni, lepas tu kita pun nak ketengahkan. Tapi niat kita lah baik, bukan macam nak mengutuk macam wah ni rasa sama, tapi konten kita sebab nak improve.
It's more on opinion piece lah maksudnya.
Opinion.
Okay, so kalau if it is opinion piece, I think tak ada masalah. It's not a problem lah, because it's your opinion, and then it's stated at the Star publication yang itu the piece is reflecting your opinion. So when you doing the same thing on your YouTube channel, I think that would not be a problem lah.
Okay.
Nice to have. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Najmi. Thank you very much. I got Putri Balkis actually. I saw her name. Again, my student actually. And she's quite busy. What are you doing now, Putri? I know you just woke up. Your speaker is not on, Putri.
I'm actually actually in the middle of work right now. I just decided to say hi.
Yeah, good. So hi. Are you at home, is it?
Yeah, I'm working from home.
Okay, for the other students, these are your seniors, okay? They already established themselves in the industry quite well, alhamdulillah. They can be your reference, right? Get the numbers, all right? Najmi is there. He's at the forefront of things, okay? Get them to be in your session. Farah is in plus, all right? And she's already in corporate communication, tremendous. Izudin is also just now, I think he left us already. He's already in oil and gas, but he's more into, I think, corporate communication. All right. You have a good set of alumni, guys. Use them. Okay. I'm here also for you. Of course, I'll be just like you them. All right. Putri can give some good ideas. A lot of things. She's all everywhere. Very active right now. So actually, what you're doing now, Putri?
I'm working in I'm interning in Petronas. I'll be done in 2 weeks actually. And then I'll be on a job search. What I'm doing right now is corporate comms. On renewable energy.
I see. Okay. Great. The kind of working. And then you got tremendous people around, which I'm very proud of. Actually, one way or the other, I'm part of their life. Okay, and I'm proud that they're doing so well and they've gone so far. Get in touch with them. Use my name. Use my name for your sake, for your progress. Use my name. They say that you're a student of this person. You say you should entertain me. All right. Use my name. If not, I'll tell him, and he get very annoyed. Something like that. Okay. All right. And they won't deny you, inshallah. Okay. I covered everything, and it's good to see you guys. Good to see Najmi, Farah. Good to see Izudin. I miss you guys, lah.
Yeah, we miss you too.
I miss you guys. I wish
We miss you too.
Yeah,
You
I wish
nak
we can.
last answer.
We should have a crazy reunion somewhere. Just eat and eat and eat until we die. That'd be good. Okay.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Miss you too, Prof. Dr. Roslan.
Yes. Ibrahim is here.
Hi,
Allahu
Ibrahim.
Akbar. MashaAllah. Can I see your face, Ibrahim?
Yes, of course.
Okay. He's still looking good. I like the hair. I like the
Thank you,
hair.
Prof.
Yeah. He looks like Ronaldo now. Also, sister
Alhamdulillah, she's fine. Alhamdulillah.
Hajar, I think this guy I forgot. I keep seeing her ads, here and there.
She's doing YouTube videos.
Yes. Okay, for the other students, I'm sorry, your training sessions have become a mini reunion somehow or other. These guys have hijacked the program. But it's so pleasant for me, you see. So I ask for your forgiveness. I apologize for this. But please connect with these guys. Right? They're good. They're done well in campus. And I know they do well in life. I'm there for you. I'll make dua for you, all of you, okay? So officially, those who actually join this program, you are my student. Thus, you are included in my dua. All right? Inshallah, with that, you get the barakah. Barakah of knowledge. That's very important. Please do not leave your parents out. Their dua is also of value, regardless who they are. Right? Even your parents are non-Muslim, you still carry weight. Right? Do take care of that. Okay, now I'm passing on to Haida. Lukman, I know we still got a few more minutes. If anyone want to jump in, I don't mind. Okay.
Anyone? Anyone wants to jump in?
No? I think everybody is so tired already, Aida.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Roslan, as well as our seniors for joining this wonderful training session today. On behalf of IIM today, I would like to convey our gratitude and appreciation to you, Dr. Roslan, for taking the time to carry out this training session on a Friday. Thank you as well to the participants for attending and joining this session. Once again, don't forget to fill up the attendance form in the chat box. You can do so before the training ends. Before we end, can I get a photo together? Can we have a photo session? If it's possible, please switch on your cameras so that we can take a photo. I'll count down for the photo session. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again, one more photo. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. That's all for today. Assalamualaikum. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Please
Doctor.
take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Doctor.